WVU football experts say flexibility is the common theme of this contract. Brown gains flexibility within his budget, and WVU gains flexibility with the lower buyout. Coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, I'm Ethan Moore, and I'll tell you about a coach who recently signed a contract extension and willingly took a pay cut. I'm Ethan Moore, and I'll tell you about how a coach's experience at these 4 schools has led the Mountaineers to success. Mountaineer Playbook starts now. Coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, I'm Ethan Moore, and I'll tell you about a WVU coach who is recruiting players all over the world. In the 2023 season, Stratford's team consisted of 15 international players from 11 different countries, including Cyprus, Finland, and Japan. The Beckers began coaching together last season at Iowa University after getting married a year and a half ago. Combined, they have coached at 9 different universities. Thanks, Rachel. Jonathan. Athletic Director Ren Baker and WVU football head coach Neil Brown agreed to a 1-year contract extension earlier this year. Brown will earn $4 million next season, but the deal does come with a pay cut. I dug deeper into the contract details and what this means for the future of Brown's team. WVU football head coach Neil Brown recently signed a 1-year contract extension with West Virginia University, ensuring his spot as head coach through the 2027 season.
You know, my family and I, we've enjoyed our time here. We want to continue to build this and do it in the right way.
Brown's contract extension involves a $400,000 pay cut over the next 4 years. All of that money goes back into the program, and Brown hopes to use it to reward his assistant coaches and support staff.
You're investing in people, and so they need to understand the importance level of it. WVU football experts say flexibility is the common theme of this contract. Brown gains flexibility within his budget, and WVU gains flexibility with the lower buyout. West Virginia sports analysts say after an unexpected result last season, Brown's contract negotiations give us an insight into who he is as a leader.
They lessened the buyout on their side to 75%, but at the same time that also gives Neil an opportunity as well, so there was give and take on both sides. He gets the additional year.
78 players will return to WVU's fall lineup, including some big names like quarterback Garrett Green and wide receiver Rodney Gallagher. This contract extension is yet another reason for fans to be excited.
I think West Virginia football fans are a winner because I think he's the right guy to run this program, and he's shown that. And to lock him in for an additional year and to keep this thing going, I think West Virginia fans win.
Spring football is officially underway as Brown continues to prepare his team and better this program for the fall. The countdown to spring football is underway. WVU will play its annual Gold Blue scrimmage on April 27th in Morgantown. But the true test for Brown under his new contract will come as WVU faces Penn State in their first matchup of the 2024 season. WVU is hoping to beat nationally ranked Penn State this August for the first time since 1988. Thanks, Jonathan. Rachel. The WVU men's soccer team has had 81 international student athletes since the program started in 1961. Last season, over half the team's roster consisted of players who were from outside of the United States. I caught up with Coach Stratford and one of those international athletes to see how the team uses this unique characteristic to their advantage. WVU men's soccer head coach Dan Stratford played for WVU from 2004 to 2007. He grew up in the UK and says his experience here is proof to his recruits that international players can accomplish great things at WVU.
I'm living testament that you can have an incredible experience here and that, you'll be a Mountaineer for the rest of your life.
Frederick Jorgensen is from Denmark and says when he was considering WVU, Stratford helped him overcome his concerns.
Big reason was he played the song Country Roads, and he showed me a video of the whole team staying together after a game and singing Country Roads, and that connection of feeling like a family, it was a big part for me.
Getting players to go far from home to play soccer is a challenge, but that's just the beginning of the road. In the 2023 season, Stratford's team consisted of 15 international players from 11 different countries, including Cyprus, Finland, and Japan. Language barriers, different cultures, and a variety of styles of play are all obstacles that the team faces.
We're all brought up playing it slightly different to one another. Culturally, there's differences. If you recruit a player from Japan versus a player from Cyprus, for example.
Stratford says the excellent facilities at WVU and the constant support of the fans are what set the university apart from the opportunities his international players would have if they stayed at home.
We're a bit of a sleeping giant here as far as what we have with resources and facilities.
Stratford and his staff continue to recruit in countries like England and Spain to bring in players who can provide a unique spark to the team next fall.
The international flavor of Stratford's team doesn't end on the bench. Along with Stratford himself, associate head coach Andy Wright also hails from England. Wright played with Stratford at WVU from 2004 to 2007 and earned All-American honors during that time. Thanks, Rachel. Jonathan, Coach Jen Greeny met her husband Burdette when they were both student athletes at Washington State University. She was a volleyball player and he was on the baseball team. But they aren't the only married couple on the team. Mike and Aubrey Becker joined the volleyball coaching staff in 2023 as well, making WVU the only Division I volleyball program with not one, but two sets of married coaches. While talking to Coach Greeny, she told me she also played for a married couple at Washington State. Clearly, the importance of creating a family atmosphere within a team of her own stuck with her.